Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, WrestleMania 41 is upon us. Finally, the two-night extravaganza is on its way to Peacock towards you. It's your boy, Mr. Beans. I'm with my boy Tasso Saucy, and as you can see from the background, we about to give y'all our predictions of what's about to go on night one and night two. Man, Ty, introduce yourself, brother.
Hey, what's going on, man? It's your boy Tasso Saucy and Look, bro. We here WrestleMania. I just shout out to Mr. Beans. I ain't gonna lie, I just really got back into wrestling this past, like I would say, year in total, just because he been talking about it and it got me excited again about watching it. And when I tuned in, I wasn't disappointed. So I'm excited for this one right here.
Little do you know, ladies and gentlemen, he only watching it for the baddies, but that's okay though. We just at least we know why he's watching it. Well, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we about to get into it. Hope you guys enjoy it. Make sure you leave a like, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and let's get straight into it. So, night one, where we gonna read off the card, we got Roman Reigns versus CM Punk with Paul Heyman. The beautiful storyline that's going on with there. Versus Seth Rollins. We got Tiffany Stratton, who's the champion, versus Charlotte Flair for the WWE Women's World Championship. We have the Ring General Gunther versus main event Mr. Yeet himself, Jade Uso for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. We have LA Knight, versus the Samoan Werewolf Jacob Fatu for the United States title. Jade Cargill versus Naomi. Mysterio versus Grande, Americano, and the War Raiders versus the New Day for the World Tag Team Championship. Night one is looking stacked. Let's get into it. For this first match on this list, I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm really thinking that, in my professional opinion, I think CM Punk is going to win this one. Because it makes no sense for Roman or Seth Rollins to win this match at all. Like, if we go back, for example, let's go back to Raw. I want to say almost a month and a half ago. That's Rollins. Even though Roman Reigns interfered, Seth Rollins won that match. There's no way for you to go here. You want to end CM Punk, but CM Punk is not going to get ended. CM Punk is just going to keep coming back. He's going to keep finding a way to come back, and you ain't going to get into no other picture, if you keep going down this path with CM Punk. I feel like CM Punk not really deserves to win, but if we go on storyline wise, you can go through different routes with Roman, putting Roman and Seth and say all little thing. You can put them against each other while CM Punk does his own thing because he wants to go for the world championship since he got hurt when he was originally supposed to be going for it anyway. But hey, that's just my opinion. Ty, who you got winning?
To be honest, I got Seth winning, and the reason why I got Seth Rollins winning, at first, when I first seen this match, I said, "There's no way CM Punk doesn't win this." But then they kept going along with the story, and then with the fake punt, the fake head stomp, curb stomp, whatever the hell Seth called it.
Okay.
He quote unquote saved Paul Heyman and said he owes him a favor. He's gonna cash in that favor at WrestleMania, and Seth with Paul Heyman is gonna piss CM Punk and Roman Reigns off even more. And I think this feud between these three doesn't just end at the winner at WrestleMania. I think it's just the beginning of what is to come for, basically the beginning for whatever is to come between these three. I think these three are gonna carry it all the way up until, I want to say, July, maybe after July. I think that's where it ends. Paul Heyman goes back to Roman Reigns, where he quote unquote rightfully belongs. Seth goes his parts his ways, and CM Punk, like you said, finally gets his chance at going to the Undisputed Championship, which I'm not gonna say who my prediction winner is, which is gonna lead into that different feud of who has the WWE Championship at the time.
That's actually a very good analysis on that. I'm not gonna lie to you, especially when it comes to the Seth Rollins or him a favor. We're not necessarily sure if that favor ever gonna get cashed in. I don't think it's gonna get cashed in at WrestleMania. This is a crazy favor from CM Punk. It's a kind of a it's not really a random one, given the fact that the relationship that them two had back in the day. But it's definitely going to be interesting to see. I definitely can't wait. I don't think this is going to be the first match. Oh, wait, no, this is not going to be the first match. This is going to be this is going to be the main event. This is going to be the main event. They already said it. It's crazy that this is going to be the main event, but looking at the star power for it, it makes sense. All right. We have Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair for the WWE Women's World Championship. Go ahead, Tom. I'll let you start off this one.
So, with this matchup, like I said, I'm just getting into wrestling. I'm not really too familiar with Tiffany Stratton. I am familiar with Charlotte Flair, of course, Ric Flair's daughter. Most decorated women's champion of all time. So, I think Charlotte's coming out with this one for sure. The ultimate heel for the women. It's like you love to hate her, but you hate to love her. Kind of one of those deals. She wins too much, and I don't see it stopping at this WrestleMania at all. She came back for a specific reason, and I think it is to win the women's title, and that's really all I got for that one. I think they just brought it back just to win it, just so they can spin off a different story with that, and that'll even still be leaning towards like the Cody Rhodes, John Cena deal, but we'll get into that a little bit later.
Me personally, I would not be surprised if they have Charlotte do win this. I want Tiffany Stratton to win just for the simple fact that I'm so sick and tired of Charlotte Flair using her name, using her status, like using her name status to, basically just bump in the front of the line for people that have been working hard. Like, she honestly needs a reality check for that shit. That's just my personal opinion, because I swear, if Charlotte's last name is Jackson or Thompson or whatever else, if her name is anything other than Flair or a last name that has been proficient in the business, there's no way impossible bleepity blankety blank that she's gonna get a championship after coming back after being home for 8 months. That makes no sense. There's literally no storyline to it and anything like that. And I hate the simple fact that the character that they have in Tiffany Stratton play while in this feud, there should be no reason why Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair should be this timid to each other, so to speak. I understand it is a PG era and you do have kids watching, but you don't have to, use all cussing words and stuff to, make this storyline somewhat great after having no build up to it whatsoever. You just have Charlotte Flair win the damn Royal Rumble, like, oh, okay, cool, I get a championship. What are we doing here? Like, there's a huge disconnect here, and the bad part is the disconnect is just unplugged from the outlet, but nobody wants to plug the cord back into the outlet. It's really, very sickening to me, honestly. I'm hoping Tiffany Stratton wins this. I'm going to jump for joy if Tiffany Stratton does win this, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm gonna be so glad when this match is over if Tiffany Stratton loses this. That's my personal opinion. Let's go ahead and move on to the next match, to the next one on this card, which is Gunther, the Ring General, versus the Yeet Man himself, Jey Uso. Me personally, I don't want Jey to win this whatsoever. I love Jey. I've been watching Jey since he came in to the WWE with his brother and Tamina when they was heels, and then they became good guys doing their little Samoa tribute dance before they walked to the ring and things like that, today when they became the thuggiest people that you ever could be, until when they basically were just not dropping the tag team champions and so on and so forth. I love Jey. And it's so glad that he's finally getting a main event push, and it's cool that he resonates with the fans. But Jey lost his appeal with me when he had the match with his brother. That killed everything for me. Just for the simple fact the man has a. We talk about John Cena's 3 moves of doom. He's doing a perfect carbon copy of the 3 moves of doom. The man has no bag. The man walks around holding his school books on purpose. And I hate it. Gunther 100% deserves to win this because he's been a workhorse ever since he came to WWE. The man was supposed to lose weight. The man lost weight. The man's been dominant. When Cody Rhodes came in here, he was second. He was the longest reigning Royal Rumble participant. That was second. You already know they didn't have him winning. With Cody coming in 30th, he did that. Him. He was the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion. He's on his way to being a very, very proficient World Heavyweight Champion. It makes all sense for him to win, but I'm not gonna be surprised if he's basically gonna either go on vacation and just take some time off and then be with his family because he ain't been with his family since his wife gave birth and things like that. So I want him to win, so that's what I got for my vote. How about you?
It's just me, Oos. It's just me, Oos. I'm telling you, they are not letting this man lose at WrestleMania. There's no way in hell. They build Jay up, all this hype he got around him, all the highlights from the year that he's having, the encores, the merch, the goddamn, even the storyline, they're portraying him like he's weak and that nobody believes in me and all this. The nobody believes in me angle, I think is pretty corny, but I get it. They're doing what they can to make it seem like it's going to be an uphill battle for him, knowing good and damn well they already sent Jey Uso up to win this. If Gunther wins, I'm going to be surprised. It's like I'm going to be surprised, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay.
Because him winning makes sense. Because I mean, it's Gunther. He's like that. I like him as a heel. I like him as a wrestler. Like he's one of those perfect heels. He's got so much believability that you don't really need to do much with him. Just give him a mic, give him an opponent, and he'll do the rest kind of deal. But it's kind of like that Jey Uso deal. They gave him the Intercontinental title, his first singles title, just for him to lose it. I can't remember the exact time frame. I want to say it was within like 2 months, 3 months. Like he didn't have it for long at all. And then they immediately threw him in this setup to have a championship match. And we knew good and damn well when he won the Royal Rumble, he wasn't picking no fucking Cody Rhodes to go fight at WrestleMania. He definitely was going for goddamn Gunther. And there's, like I said, I don't see in a world where Gunther wins, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wins. If Gunther wins at WrestleMania, then the Monday after Mania, I can see Jey Uso. That would be kind of stupid, but I could see him win it after Mania if he doesn't win at Mania. But I think Mania would be the perfect setup for him to win. Imagine fucking. I think where are they at? New Orleans?
No, they Vegas. Vegas.
Imagine Vegas, that fucking stadium, everybody hands in the air, yeet, yeet. That bro, the optics of that are gonna be insane. So I got Jey Uso winning, not because he's a better wrestler, but just because of the built up hype they had around this man for so long. That it's kind of like you have to do it.
It better not be because he's a better wrestler, because that man ain't shining Gunther boots with that move set.
No, not at all. I've seen enough Jey Uso matches. I know what's gonna happen. Super kick. I know it's gonna be 20 super kicks. I already know what's going on. But like I said, I don't see him losing. To be honest, I don't see him losing, especially when the Monday Night Raw that just happened. He came out in all black, talking about some. You did that to my brother. Now I'm gonna kill you. Now I got Jey Uso in there.
Very well put. I mean, hey, like Jay Uso has the crowd behind them. They took a big chance on him. Because if you remember, when he first became a single, like when he went to make the singles transition, when he was doing that little hands up and down, nobody was rocking with that shit. They thought, I can guarantee you, people thought that shit was weak as hell.
Yeah, like nobody was doing it. He was doing it in his interests, and he was the only one doing it. Nobody was messing with it. They didn't start messing with it until he started helping against Roman Reigns, and then people kind of got behind it. Yeah.
Yeah, this happened naturally for him, so I'm glad that it did. I never expected it to it, because I ain't gonna lie, you doing that, like, just getting hyped while seeing him do it. Yeah, it's pretty dope. All right, so
and I catch myself doing that shit sometimes too, accidentally.
It's inevitable, because hey, it's hyped up. We trying to get some energy and have a good time. So shit, let's have a good time. All right, LA Knight. Yeah. Versus the Samoan Werewolf Jacob Fatu. I think we both can agree who gonna win this one, but I'm gonna let you start since I just started the last one.
Yes, I can. Okay, so I can see it from different point of views, right?
Yes.
Can I see Jacob Fatu winning? Absolutely. Do I think he deserves a title around his waist? Absolutely. But where I'm kind of stuck is, if LA Knight does lose, where does he go from here? I think right now they don't really have LA Knight, as far as I can tell, penciled in for anything else but carrying the U.S. title. I think LA Knight needs the title more than Jacob Fatu does. Jacob Fatu is, to put it in better words, I think he's bigger than the U.S. title. So I really, I can. It's kind of like I want LA Knight to win because I like LA Knight, but
Right.
I know for a fact Jacob Fatu is one of those guys. Like, he's an amazing wrestler, amazing promo, amazing act. Like, he's a superstar for sure. Like, I can see him, and to be honest, I can see him losing the U.S. title and Jey Uso winning the world title, and somehow, some way, it's Jacob Fatu, Jey Uso battling for the World Heavyweight Championship, and Jey Uso hands the torch to his cousin, and I can see Jacob Fatu becoming a crazy, crazy World Heavyweight Champion, and that would be dope to see. But if I had to pick a winner, if I had a parlay down, they said put my money on somebody. Hey, I'm going with LA Knight. Yeah.
So, if you was to tell me like almost like a year ago, I would pick LA Knight within a heartbeat, because he transitioned, he was already good on the mic. He was already good on the mic before he came to WWE. But seeing him just rise to that quick stardom, I don't know if you remember, it was the ladder match. It was the Money in the Bank ladder match, actually, when he came out and everybody was in the ring, and he came out and cooked Logan Paul. That was his rise to stardom. Everybody wanted to get in with LA Knight. Yeah, he had a match for Bray Wyatt and lost. Yeah, he was talking a lot of stuff. Yeah, he was into that irritating heel moment. But after that promo that he, that little rock-like promo that he cut for that Money in the Bank, match, that's what rose him to stardom, and he rose just like he in a Jey Uso situation to me. But before I get into any of all that, everything that you say is 100%, but I do not see LA Knight winning this one. I think it's time. I think honestly, this is one of those quick nepotism things in WWE that they're doing, just kind of like with the Charlotte Flair thing, because it's kind of like with him and when Solo first got here. So remember how Solo was able to go to NXT and he won the North American Championship and he was just bringing that to WWE and everything, but because he wasn't on the show, he had to drop it. This is basically the same thing. They brought these two young cats in. They brought Solo in, but then they brought two other Samoans in. They didn't really, meet the mold. But then you bring in this freak of nature that's already been doing what that's really unseen for his size. Like he reminded me of a young Vader. Like just very, very aggressive and very, very, very mean. Like I don't give a damn what y'all talking about. Like honestly, this man is the Marshawn Lynch of WWE. I think we can both agree on that.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
And you're right. He because of his aura already, he doesn't necessarily need the U.S. Championship because he is big enough for it. He's bigger than the U.S. Championship. You're honestly right. However, just like with Gunther is, to me, because I seen Gunther wrestle before he even came to the UK NXT. Gunther was way, way bigger than the Intercontinental Championship, and he put that shit on the map. He's literally the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time in this modern era. Of all time, in the past, present, and modern era. I think Jacob Fatu can elevate that championship to heights never seen before. Is it would it be a little bit too early for him? Probably so. But LA Knight had his big moment at SummerSlam, either the SummerSlam and or WrestleMania last year. Or this past year. So I would give my nod would definitely go to Jacob because I think he's ready for it. He can talk, he can wrestle, and he can no sell and sell with the best of them. So I say my vote is on Jacob. All right. One of your favorites. I think I'll start on this one. Jade Cargill versus Naomi. We speak for all the gentlemen in here.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
We know why y'all rookie. And it ain't for wrestling proud, we can tell you that. Well, these are two fine, beautiful black women getting a chance to do what Vince McMahon would have never allowed. And that's have two black women wrestle in the ring at WrestleMania. For one, can we please get a clap for that? Because that's real. Shout out to Triple H for that. I'm gonna take Naomi on this one though. I think Naomi has been getting hold since she came back. She isn't the biggest female superstar on that roster, but she's one of the veterans. She's been doing that for a long time. This is a former champion, former multiple time champion at that, former multiple time tag team champion at that, former everything. She done did there, been there, done that in WWE. I don't think a newcomer like Jade, who's barely even wrestled, and that's another thing that I really hate about this WWE, but that's barely even wrestled. She just came off an injury. I don't think she ain't got no business winning this match. It's gonna be a good match. I think I'll probably give it like a 3.5 just for the simple fact that you got two beautiful black queens wrestling. And yeah, that's my take on that one.
All right. I'm kind of neutral in this because I agree with you. I can see Naomi winning for sure. I don't see why Naomi wouldn't win, and that would even furthermore continue her story as a heel. I've seen Jade come back as a Rampage. I think Jade has done enough, like, quote unquote, damage as when she's came back from her injury to quote unquote seek revenge. Of course, it's not the same because she didn't put her out for months and months, and I don't really see that happening. I see Naomi. To be honest, I get a winner. I'm in agreement with you. I give it to Naomi, and I see it being a good wrestling match, but I think Jade comes up short for whatever reason, for one reason or another. I don't know. When I see the two names next to each other, I just see Naomi winning just for some reason. Something is telling me Naomi's gonna win this, and I'm gonna go with Naomi as well, to be honest.
Respect. All right. Next match, second to last. We're going to Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. I'm gonna let you start off this one because I already know who I want to win.
So we got Mr. Americano versus Mr. 619. To be honest, I'm not really. If this is a sleeper match, not a sleeper match. Like I
If we
go,
go to the bathroom, if we go to the bathroom and get some food match, I got you.
yeah, go to the bathroom, get some food. I'm hungry. Yeah, like you said, get some food. Go get some more liquor. Go get some more. It's gonna be. It's not 420, 419. So go get your liquor. Go do whatever the hell you need to do. Um, I'm not really excited for this match in general. I kind of figure I already know what's gonna happen. Americano is gonna get demasked. Rey Mysterio is gonna win, and that's gonna be like the yay, we finally know, but already know who the fuck it is at WrestleMania. I think this match is more like a gimmicky kind of match, and I'm not really excited for it, but I can't I can see Rey Mysterio winning. It's gonna be an exciting match because both wrestlers can wrestle for sure. But like I said, I got Rey Mysterio pulling this one off.
Me, I'm on the opposite. I'm on the opposite side of the fence again. I'm gonna give it to El Grande Americano just for the simple fact that Ray needs to get the fuck on. Ray needs to get on, man. It's too many. Like that. He really took the LWO hostage and ain't did nothing with any of the other proteges that he got on there, dog. He messed up. Dang, what's the cat name, man? Santos Escobar. He messed up him, or the Riders messed up him by bringing him back and having him go for the United States Championship, which caused Santos Escobar's like basically draft, like there's not even draft, like his stock to just decrease with the audience, man, because you just didn't do anything with him anymore. You had him randomly turn heel, and it was just that. It's just you keep. It should be no reason why Santos shouldn't be getting the stuff that you're getting. It should no be reason that your son honestly should be doing what you're doing without the group. But they, he having fun doing what he doing. Ray Phoenix and the other two cats for LW, yeah, they're not really good on the mic, but shit, they can't really speak that much good English, so I can understand them being in the group and things like that, but it should be no reason why Dragon Lee, one of the pinnacle luchadors for NXT, put in a banger after banger after banger. It's just so sidekicky. Like we're not doing Nathan with him, and it sucks. And I feel like that's because of Rey Mysterio. When we get Rey Mysterio out of there, we can start getting back to what luchadors and the luchador wrestling needs to be. But until he leaves, until the Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio leaves, and or just plays the background of background roles, I'm always go against him. And Rey Mysterio is probably one of my goats. He was one of my goats before John Cena was. But it's too much now. In my opinion, it's too much. It's been going on for too long, and like you said, this is just a neutral. It is what it is match. I hope Grande Americano, aka Chad Gable, puts on one hell of a match with Rey Mysterio, and I just hope they knock it out the park. That's all I can ask, and I'm gonna just leave that. And last but not least, the War Raiders, Ivar and Erik, versus the New Day, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods for the WWE World Tag Team Champion. And I'm just going to tell you right then and there, this is a match that I'm down the middle for. It's really down the middle. If I had to go like literally like dip my toe in the water to the side that I want to win, it would be towards New Day, just for the simple fact that we need to see them out of the childlike characteristics that they had when they were with Big E. They are They are D-heads. They are a-holes, man. They are so cynical. They are just so nonchalant. They do not care. And this is just so different than what we've been seeing with them. I feel like if they was to win these tag team championships, it'd be good for them and the division, just for the simple fact that they can talk on the mic. I haven't heard the War Raiders do any speaking. They can wrestle their tails off, but we already know, because this is entertainment, if you can put words to that mic, you're going to be able to get opportunities, even if you can't lace up nobody's boots. I think New Day deserves to win this one, though, just for the simple fact that, they've been here for long. They, did their little, they done took their amount of losses and things like that. They've been healthy. They've been showing up every day. And now, I think it's their time to, get that WrestleMania match. Or not get the WrestleMania match, because obviously they have one, but, for them to, go to WrestleMania and, show them why they are one of the longest reigning tag team champions in the WWE.
I am in 100% agreement with everything you just said. I like the War Raiders in the ring. I think their promo skills need some work for sure.
For sure.
I don't know. It's like you wanna buy into the characters, but it's just something about them. Feel like they're stale. They're like a box. They're like a bag of chips that is pretty decent, but it's just missing something. And that's what just happened with the War Raiders. Like it's something they're missing, and I know it's not in the ring at all. It's in their promo. Because they get the crowd behind them every time they're in the ring. It's just when they shoot promos, it's just like, what am I doing here? And I can't wait for this terrible thing to be over with. With the New Day, I'm in agreement. I think the New Day should win, and I want the New Day to win. Because that'll solidify this new heel turn and heel run they've been on. And what better way to solidify yourselves as the full heels and the full a-holes and d-heads that you need to be, besides being at the top of whatever specific title you're going out after, whether it's, like I said, there's a tag team, so there's only one top of the tag team, and that's the tag team title. So why not give them the tag team titles, let them be a-holes for a couple of months, and then whenever Big E decides he wants to make his return, if he makes his return, then they can somehow lose, because they wouldn't be on the same. I don't know. I'd see the New Day winning at WrestleMania, and we're just gonna lead that right there versus the War Raiders in a good match. That is, it's gonna be a good match, but I got New Day winning.
Couldn't have said that. I couldn't have said that better myself. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it for the match card for night one. We're gonna go back over the list. We're just gonna tell you who our prediction is, who we gonna win. So for the triple threat, I got CM Punk. Ty, who you got?
I got Seth Rollins.
All right. For the women's championship match, I got Tiffany, Stratton. Ty?
Charlotte Flair.
For the world heavyweight championship match, I have Gunther.
Yeet.
For the United States title, I have Jacob Fatu.
Yeah.
For Jade Cargill versus Naomi, I got Naomi.
Naomi as well.
For Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano, I have El Grande. Ty?
I have Rey Mysterio.
And for the last but not least, for the World Tag Team Championship, I have the New Day. And Ty, you have
the New Day.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure that you give us your comments. Who do you think is going to win? We need to hear y'all predictions as well, because it's going to be a slobber knocker. It's going to be a battle. Night one, it just sets the tone because we got a whole nother card to do. So stay in tune with us.